So today we were going to learn the physiography, which is the geography state board, the physiography and drainage. And in that we are going to learn the physiography of Brazil. Okay. So the first I want to explain you that what is the meaning of physiography. The word is little bit easy. Like if you see the word, there are two. This word is formed by two words. The one is the physio and the graphy. Graphy is nothing but the description of something, the description which is given for some object, some subject or events, and physio means physical. So we are going to learn the physical features of the Brazil region. Okay, so you can see here, uh, wait a moment, here you can see the Brazil map. It is the map of Brazil. Okay, so here you can see the most of the parts of Brazil are on the highlands only. So that's the main reason you can see the areas which are uh, which are more darker. So those areas are more than 1,000 meters. The height of the Brazil is little bit higher. The surface of the Brazil is little bit higher than other countries. There is a various reason. It could be the climatic region, the monsoon region. There are various reasons. As we know that uh, the world is totally diverse, and each and these diverse worlds are be dip, uh, are formed by the various climatic regions. Like in India only, district to district, the the surface of the land is changed. Somewhere you will find the mountain, somewhere you will find the desert, somewhere you will find the ice. Why? Because this earth is keep on rotating, and because of the rotation, the other factors are also involved. But we have to just focus on the surface of the earth. Okay, and physiographic physical features which is there in Brazil. So there are total 5 divisions are there in physiography. Okay, total 5 divisions are there. Like in India also you had seen that there are 5 divisions are there: the Himalayas, okay, peninsula, coastal, plains, islands. So the same way here also, the coastal, plains and islands groups are there here also. The two things are new, which is the highlands and the Great Escarpment. Okay, uh, the highlands are nothing but the land which are on the height. The Great Escarpment is nothing but it is it is a it is a one type of mountain. It is a one type of, we can say, the cliff also, where the edges are very steep. The edges of edges the edges of the mountain are very steep. And in coastal region, which is near the sea area, the plains are nothing but, as you had learned in India, physiography of India, the plains and the island groups, like in India, Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep. So here also there are island groups. Are one by one we will try and learn. And the reason behind that, I want to say that why it is important to understand the physiography of Brazil. We are living in India. Why there is a requirement to learn the physiography of Brazil? There is a reason. There is one similarity. Our country and Brazil is still developing country, and another reason is that they were also under the British control, and we were also the British control. Okay, so there are certain similarities are there. You will, this is just a third chapter, and when you will learn more and more further, then you will realize why the state board had taken Brazil only to understand the geography. Okay. And then highlands. First is highlands. Let's talk about the highlands. Highlands are that where the lands are on certain height. Okay, where the lands are on certain height. It starts from 200 meter to 1000 meter. Okay, it starts from 200 meter to 1000 meter. Okay, and the most of the part, the major portion of the Brazil is based on highlands only. And then there are two highlands are there. Okay, how many? Two highlands are there in Brazil. The one is the Guyana Highland, and the another is the Brazilian Highland. And the I want you to I want this page, like whenever we are studying about the map, I want you to draw. I will also draw with you. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. So Guiana Islands and Brazilian Islands, where it is located, I will explain you. First, understand the Guiana Islands and Brazilian Islands. Guiana Islands, it is in north, and in the Brazilian island is in south, and Guiana Island it is in north. Let's go to the map. Like if you see the Guiana Islands, which is in north, clear, and Brazilian Highlands, you can see, and Brazilian Island is also called as the the Brazilian Highland is also called as what? The Brazilian Island is also called as Brazilian Shield. So this region, the whole region is the Guiana Island, and the whole this region, okay, it's the Brazilian Highlands. So major part of the country uh, is is upon is covered by the highlands only. Okay, next is the Pico de Neblina. This is the highest peak of the country, like in India, which is the highest peak of the country, Himalayas. So the same way in Pico de Neblina is also the highest peak of the Brazil. You can look from here. It's very high. It's 3001 meter, which means that, and if you want to observe how you can identify the meter, it's very simple. The average person, if the average person of the 5.5, if your height is nearby 5.5 5 feet, so you need to consider yourself like you are around 1.6 meter around. Okay, like this you can calculate it. So either you can calculate by the floors. The one floor, there is a, from one floor to another floor, there is a difference between the one floor, it's around 3 meter. Okay, so Pico de Neblina is located here, you can see. Okay, and then Great Escarpment. Okay, so now first of all we need to understand what is escarpment. Escarpment is nothing but it's another term of slope, steep. So you can see the escarpment is very steep. Okay, there is no slope land, it's very steep. So you can see here also it's very steep, right? So the Great Escarpment is here. So it is in the south portion of Brazil, creates a barrier for the northeastern part of Brazil, result into drought quadrilateral. Okay, so because of this Great Escarpment, there is a barriers are formed. Why there is a drought quadrilateral? Drought means what? Drought means there is no rain. The rain is not happening in this region. Why? Because whenever the clouds are moving from this direction, and when the clouds are moving from the South Atlantic Ocean, it actually crash with this mountain, and it moves up, and it goes down. It moves up and it goes down. So most of the rains are happens here only. So the cloud doesn't have the that much amount of water to fertile this land. Okay, so that's why over a period of time when there is no rain happening, so it becomes the drought, right? Drought quadrilateral. And then you can see the great escarpment is here, third one. Okay, great escarpment. And then the coastal region. Coastal region means what? What is the coastal area? Which means like in India also we had the coastal area which is around your peninsula site. Okay, so here also the coastal areas are there, but they are 7,500 kilometer. Here the 7,400 kilometer. So from it starts from North Amapa to Rio Grande do Norte, east, and it extends to the west. Like you can see, Amapa is here. Okay, Amapa, and then Rio, and from here to here. Okay, then plains. Plains are nothing but what where it is. The plains are formed by the depositional work of the rivers. They are between the Brazilian highlands and the Guiana highlands, right? Exactly, you can see they are here. They are the plains. Plains are here. The one plain is here. Okay, the major plains are here, like near the Amazon. But the people are not doing agriculture over there because it's a jungle. Okay, it's very difficult to survive over there. Now the islands group. So there are two types of islands are there. The one is the coastal island, marine island. Coastal islands are those islands which are near the sea. Marine islands are those islands which are away from the country. Marine, which is which is inside the water, which is on the water. So here in Brazil, the from the Brazil country, the 300 kilometer away from Brazil country, there is a marine island and coastal island like Marajo Island, which are Marajo Islands are there, right? Marajo Island, the Marcos Bay. Okay, Marcos Bay. So we had learned the few things, five divisions which are very important. The first division we had learned. Okay, the first division which is we have learned the Brazilian and the highlands which are here and here, and then Pico de Neblina. Okay, so we had understood about the physiographic divisions of Brazil, and now and why the and the main reason I want to say the physiographic divisions are very important to know for each and every country, because whenever they do the trading, whenever they do a trade or anything, they have to understand the physiographic divisions. Even the British that came in our country, they are very smart. They don't landed in land, and they didn't came from here. They came from there because it's easy, right? So thank you for listening me.